Welcome back, guys, to Lowballin' Outdoors. I'm Alex. Today we're going over something that I've wanted to do for a long time. That's the British 303 Jungle Carbine. Now this right here is an mk5, and it got the nickname Jungle Carbine because of how short it is, and that's what it was built for. We're going to talk about just a few things about it, not a whole bunch of the history, just a little bit, and how to tell if this is real, because this rifle has been highly copied, highly messed with. This is like the first real one that I've ever seen in real life, so I just had to get my hands on it. I had to do a little video out of it. Now this one is on loan to me. This is not my personal rifle, so it should be fun. Let's get into it, guys. Oh, and of course we're gonna do some shooting, probably at the 50 and 100 yards. All right, so we're gonna try to do this as smoothly as we can because my cameraman, he's not here today. Okay, we're gonna start with just a little bit of the history of this thing. Then we're gonna move on to how to tell this thing's real. Just a few tips and tricks. Then we're gonna do the shooting part, which I know is everybody's favorite. But this thing's so cool, we have to talk just a little bit about it. Okay, this is an mk5. That's the one that you're wanting to look for, is the mk5 version. Check that out. Got a little... Alright, these rifles are made from 1944 to 1947, and there's a little bit better than 250,000 of them that were produced. You know, that's greater than 70 years ago. They're coming in short supply now, at least the original ones, the real ones. Now, a couple of really cool features of this rifle is it has a flip-up sights. Like that. It has a really small peep sight with an elevation screw right here. You can turn it, it moves your elevation up and down. And that will give you, so you can reach out there and touch a ways. This is a cock on close bolt, so when you go to cock it, that's whenever it pulls back your firing pin. And watch this, these are spring loaded. If there is a cartridge chambered or nothing in it, it automatically pops open for you. These are extremely fast loading rifles. These also have a detachable magazine, a flash hider, and check out this front sight. Okay, so how can you tell if these things are real? Now we're going to go over a couple of things. There are people that know way more about them than I do. Now, of course, the most faked part of these things is this rubber butt pad. Check it out. Is that rubber butt pad? Now that butt pad, after being so many years old, is extremely hard and it's basically worthless. Okay, and the flash hider. That is a super cool feature on this little short rifle. But those are the two things that are mostly faked. Somebody chops the barrel, adds those two, and calls it a Jungle Carbine. Now, in and of itself, that is pretty cool. I mean, they are little short rifles. They shoot a 303 round, which we'll show you one of those here in a second. But here are some of the parts that everyone does not get right whenever they're trying to fake one of these. So I thought we'd point out just real quick, just a few things. It costs a lot of money to try to fake this part, and that's why most people don't do it. On the side of the receiver, they tried to lighten these things up. And so you can see the little scallops right here. Scallop right here. And scallops right here. Now, if you were to take off this foregrip, which we won't do today, there is also scallops underneath this part of, right here on this part of the rifle. It'll go down to about right here. That's just a few things that I've picked up on my research on these. And they are absolutely a very unique and fun rifle to shoot. Now, because of those scallops, from what I'm gathering, they have accuracy issues. You can sight them in, and they have what they call a wandering zero. We're gonna test that today. These shoot 303 cartridge. Now check that out, they are rimmed. Try to get that in focus a little bit better. When you load these, you have to stagger them when you load them. So when you put them in, the rims can't be touching, they have to be staggered. One is in front of the other, slightly. And that's how you prevent rim lock. If you were to stack them right directly on top of each other, you won't be able to work your bolt. Well, enough yapping. We're gonna shoot this thing at the 50 yards, and we're gonna test this wandering zero thing. All right, guys, this is the 50 yards. Now, this rifle has killed tons of deer over the years. My buddy's gonna be very upset if I can't shoot this thing. So let's give it a go, see what we can come up with. All right, 50 yards. Now, these cartridges, they're only running about 2,300 feet per second, so kind of a slower cartridge. But man, they're adequate for what we're doing with it. 50 yards, check it out, guys. Now keep in mind, this isn't a very big target that we're shooting at. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we're looking, our greatest spread is 5 inches. That's not too bad for no military rifle. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Comment below, what's your favorite milsurp rifle? Be interesting to know. Until next time, guys, let's keep it cheap.